Good morning, Spirit Sessions watchers. It's episode 50 of our third season. Yoo-hoo, we've made it this far. Yay. And who thought we'd only be here for 3 months? And here we are, episode 50. And we're so excited today. We have Dipal Shah on again with us, and she's going to clear some of our karma, because who doesn't need that? Especially after this year. We think that the whole world got a big slap of karma to have to clear after this. This is our karma clearing year. Anyways, what I'd like you to do is share this out to your friends. The most shares this week wins a session with Bex Marie. Whoever won the share last week will be announced at the end of the show, so stay tuned for that. Share it out. We're on YouTube, we're on Periscope. Please just comment, let us know you're here. Tell us where you're coming from. And there's Kirith already in. He comes from South Africa, and we're so happy to see him. Hi, Kirith. And please note that all the information for Dipal and her global gathering is in our show notes, so you can refer back to those and connect up. There's Lanny Bang. Oh, watching from Minnesota, MN. Is that, the Minnesota? Yeah. You guys, sorry, Canadian. Okay, Teresa. You're going to introduce our special guest today.
I sure would, but first I'd like to invite everyone who's watching us here on Facebook, go to YouTube and subscribe to our channel. Out of all of our big family, there's just so few subscriptions, so let's all get in there, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and you will never miss a weekend with us. And we have never missed a weekend one way or another, so it's beautiful to be here. Now, I would like to share with you what the energy of Dipal Shah feels like to me. She comes on, I feel her energy with such a friendly, loving presence, so easygoing, but so much like a team player. She's ready to push up her sleeves and to help you with what you need. She's ready to be creative and be expanded into finding exactly what we need. And I just love this. She's so generous with what she has and what she does. And so, Deeple, this is why I'm so excited to have you on our show again. I just love your energy so much. You're so pleasant. So, there's so much to talk about today, but just introduce us to you first. Tell us what brought you to here and now and how you get to share so much like you do.
Oh, thank you so much. And I really appreciate you guys having me here. I know I've been on your show before, and today I'm going to bring you some karma clearing. I know we pronounce, the Western world pronounces it as karma, but as I grew up, it's always been karma. And so go ahead and roll those R's.
Karma.
Try that one. But yeah, my name is Dipal Shah, and I'm the host of the Global Gathering, and I'm also a medical intuitive, helping people with healing their pain as well as finding their purpose and joy back in life. I feel like we've lost that because of all the stress that people experience in life. We've become consumed in the stress. Stress has become our companion. When we're not stressed, we're like, oh, I'm missing out on something. And so I realized that because of stress, anxiety and depression has gone up. And so the pharmaceutical companies are very happy. And I used to be a pharmaceutical rep, so I know what happens behind the scenes and how people feel about the easy way out. But what if there could be an easy way out if we can work with the mind and the body and the energy systems? For me, I see everything as a vibration. And so as a medical intuitive, I'm able to dive into your body, talk to your body, and see what your body needs in order to release the pain and the discomforts that you're feeling. And a lot of that I discovered has to do with the emotional baggage that we carry. We as humans, we carry 90% of repressed emotions. And so 90%, what is that doing to our body? What is that doing to our mind, right? on a daily basis, how much of an emotional roller coaster are you on? And so I'm here to help all of those who are seeking another way of healing, an alternative way. And it's such an honor because, like I said, I used to work in pharmaceuticals. And as soon as I quit my job, this form of serving people fell into my lap. I had no idea about energy healing. I was not born with gifts, even though each and every one of us are born with gifts to be intuitive, but we hide them just like our emotions. And so I had to dive deep into myself, tap into my spirit and soul to find my gifts. And each and every one of you is capable of doing that. It's just being open to that and open to the space. And that's what happened to me. So here I am, 7, 8 years later, and working with people all around the world. And it's just been a magnificent journey for me and my family, because not only have I helped others, but I've helped us, you know, and that was the most important thing to me, being able to be there for my kids as well as my husband, my in-laws, my mom, dad, just everybody, my family. And it's just been an honor. So that's my journey.
Beautiful. That's such beautiful service that you bring. And I truly thank you, because I know each person that you heal, that's like going back and healing more. So what I'm taking us to is like ancestral karma and stuff. How much percentage of what you're talking about do we carry that we've carried all along from our ancestors?
Yeah, so it's interesting because, well, let me talk about what is karma, right? What does it mean? It means our actions in cellular memory. We all carry karma. And whether or not you believe in it, it doesn't matter. Because what's happening is that all of our actions, which can be energetic, physical, mental, emotional, you know, they are on another level. They are these imprints within us, within our subconscious cells, because that's what we're made up of. We're made up of our ancestors. We're made up of the cells of our parents. You know, has anybody ever told you, oh, your nose is like your grandmother's or your great grandmother's? And you're like, oh, okay. You know, so parts of us are made up of our ancestors, all of us, 99% of us. And so what happens is that we walk around on this planet subconsciously. You know, we talk so much about the subconscious mind, but now it's time to talk about the subconscious cells. Where's all this memory stuck? It's stuck in these cells, and we've never really tapped into it. And so now is the time. And because we have plenty of time with the lockdowns and quarantines, to tap into our own subconscious beliefs, our minds, and all in a whole, if we look at it, into ourselves. You know, we can't just look at one thing, right? When it comes to subconscious memory, it could be things that have been allotted over lifetimes. It's present moment karma that we create. It is accumulated that we create. And it's not just ancestral, but of course, our parents, in-womb experiences, as well as conceptual karma. I mean, just think about it. How much did you go through when you were in womb? What did your mom go through? What's encoded within you,
Yes.
right? What kind of energy? Was she depressed? Was she going through a hardship? Maybe abandonment or abuse? I see this all the time in my clients. And so now here you are, you come into this beautiful world and you've taken on all this karma, right? And now what do you do with it? And so that's what we're here to help you with, right? Is what can you do with karma? What is it that you could do so that you can move out of that stuckness that you're in, right? If you're feeling stuck or you're going in circles in your life with certain patterns, it's time to get out of that cycle. And so this is a very, very important topic for many people.
Oh,
Absolutely.
you bring me to a question. Like, when my mom was pregnant, they tried to do an at-home abortion on me. So is there a chance I'm still carrying that sort of thing with me, even though that was before I was even born? But I'm a survivor, I guess. I mean,
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All of that. Like, think about the emotions that went through her, the fear,
Mhm.
the anxiety, maybe even depression afterwards. But we carried that abortion, and maybe you've had a lifetime of abortions yourself,
Mhm.
or had an energetic abortion, right? And we don't even know some of this information until somebody that is experienced with working with karma actually taps into that energy. Right. So yeah, that's the second time that I have heard of that. I yeah.
I have a question. So if you clear the karma, sorry,
Yeah.
I'm trying, a lifetime of saying it wrong. Um, does that clear our ancestors and our children at the same time?
Exactly. Exactly. Because you're
Awesome.
going through this, when we clear the imprints, what I do is I go into your karmic grid. Okay. And I see it as a grid. And I tap into your energy. I tap into the grid. I go take you to the 15 dimensional space where
Ah,
it's healing, where you're in oneness with the divine energies, where you feel connected and expanded. And so as we go through that, yeah, we are clearing all these ancestral imprints, plus the imprints for our lineage. And that's what's so powerful about this, because if we can change our karma, and I don't believe that there's good or bad. I see it as high vibrational, low vibrational, because I see everything as a vibration. So, but we want to clear, not, we want to keep the good stuff, right? But all the stuff that is of low vibration, let's go ahead and clean that baggage up so that we can expand as vibrational beings and expand our frequency to where, a lot of you are on this spiritual journey. You're on this journey of healing as well. And whatever journey you're on, it's a wonderful journey. But when you tap into the karmic imprints and you're feeling stuck, let's say you're trying um, you're on this journey to become a spiritual master, or become a healer. I have helped so many people, men and women, to open up their gifts because there's karma or karma behind it that's holding them back.
Mhm.
So, karma can play a role in any essence of your life, whether it's your finances, your relationships, your health, and even your spirituality, your ascension. And so, the beauty of clearing karma is that we're clearing through all of that. And it's such a beautiful healing. It's just amazing. People have seen differences within 24 hours.
Wow.
Just been
wow.
amazing.
That's
Amazing.
amazing. Yeah. It's, I think the synchronicity of this, that again, when the universe is ready for us to move into these things, we know the synchronicity shows up, and you showing up today, right as we're heading into the solar eclipse, which is all about clearing karma and aligning karma before we head into the winter solstice, is just so perfect. So I had to mention that. Beautiful. I'm excited for this.
I am too. So I can't wait to see what flourishes for us in
Mhm.
the new year, because the pandemic, right? I mean,
Mhm.
let's just think about the pandemic right now as it continues all over the world, and we're going back into lockdowns. The numbers are increasing, right? Of course, I don't look at all this data anymore. I'm so sick and tired of it. I'm sure many of you are. But what I want you to think about is you may be experiencing some old repressed energies or thoughts or feelings, emotions, limiting beliefs that are showing up time to time or even consistently. So those subconscious cells are playing out your karma right now as lifetimes of old memories and patterns, addictions, behaviors may be coming up for you. And as sensitive souls, you're integrating the energies from your environment, the and other people, that collective consciousness, and the earth, which is creating roadblocks in your life. You know, the pandemic right now, even though it's made us more alert more than ever before, we're still asleep because we're not conscious.
Right.
You know, we are not working from our consciousness. And there's many ways that I teach people to become more conscious. It takes practice, just like anything else. We've just been asleep for so long. And that's how we can create high vibrational karma, is to become more conscious beings. And that's what this 15-dimensional karmic clearing is all about. How can we change our reactions to what others are saying, to what our spouses say, to what our kids say? How do we change our reflection and our reaction to things? So it's karma is not only about our actions, but it's also about our reactions to life and its processes. Right?
Yes, I love that.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. I've been getting messages in my readings that it's time to, in our own way, individually rise above being addicted to the duality, being addicted to
Right.
all the drama in our life. Like you were saying, it's something that we're so used to, the stress and the drama, but it's time to disengage from that so that we can look elsewhere, higher, all around. You know, those are the messages I've been getting. Hey, Matthew.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that completely. I've been getting a lot of the same messages. It's just, the collective message here is that we really have been doing like a deep purge of our own, traumas and wounds and everything that we've been allowing to repeat, the cycles that we've been repeating, so that we can really start to move into being more expansive and being able to step into our power and embrace the roles, the missions that we're here for. But how can we do that when there was so much density? Like, I don't know about anybody else, but I know that with this shift in humanity in this past year, I know a lot of my stuff has come up and it's felt almost like this crushing weight. As I started to work through it, it would get lighter, but it was like it all of a sudden just came up at once. And then I had to kind of like work through each bit at a time and start to say, oh, wow, like that was something I thought was resolved. That was something I thought was resolved. And it was just like layers of things that I needed to work through. But having this time, made it so much easier in the time sense of being able to work through them. But, I know that collectively there's been so many mental health issues because people are feeling trapped. People are feeling isolated. People are feeling alone, and it's had us really have to redirect our focus from without to within,
Oh, I agree. It's so when it comes to what we're holding on to, right? That loneliness, that anger, that fear, like all this stuff, I want you to look at your cells, right? You have your cells and they're all like a little cocoon, right? And they carry all of your memories from many, many lifetimes. And so when you're feeling that stagnation in your life, it's because we haven't opened that cocoon, right? That cocoon, and you can't force it to open. It's a process. But what's happening is because it's been closed for so long and we haven't tapped into that, and you're experiencing the same triggers again and again. Because I get it. Sometimes it's exhausting. It's like, I thought I took care of this, like you said. Why does it keep coming up? But it's as if your cells and this cocoon has left you feeling as if you're suffocating and you can't move forward. You're not in the present, but you keep living the past and the future. And you're repeating patterns, right? So it holds you stagnant because you feel safe here. And you feel so safe that you don't want to let go.
Right.
Because otherwise you feel that uncertainty if you let go. And we all love feeling safe, especially right now. But we have to keep in mind that in safety, there's also imprisonment.
For sure.
So it's time to open up that beautiful cocoon and fly like a butterfly. And you're right, I've worked with so many people who are revisiting the same experiences in their life. For example, like dysfunctional relationships, abusive father, abusive ex, abusive husband. And you keep revisiting the same dysfunction in your relationships. And it's a strong indicator that you do have karma stuck in that cellular memory, that you're not working through it. You have abuse embedded in the cells and the imprints of some form of abuse through many lifetimes. So this pattern of always finding yourself in an abusive relationship is not fun. It's not a fun place to be. But because there are millions of layers that you may find, your most important learning about self-love, self-respect, and forgiveness. And it's easy to say, and I understand it's very hard to go through something like that. And I myself have been through some form of abuse. But I know there's a bigger picture out there. And that's where I found my self-love and self-respect. So as
That's
I
so
keep
beautiful.
clearing, and as I keep clearing all this karma, I mean, yeah, it feels like a full-time job, but we are full-time jobs as human beings, right? Others will tell you, you're a full-time job. It's a 24/7 job, working on your relationships, working in your job, doing stuff, but we're doing things outside of us versus inside of us. And it's time to do things for inside of us.
Cool.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. So, can we do that process
Oh, I
today
would
that
love
you were sharing with us? And then I want to hear all about that beautiful summit that you've been bringing together each month. So,
Yes, yes, yes. So let's do a process. So I want everyone to close their eyes. And if you're driving, please watch this later. The energies will be infused within the video. And remember, this is a process. So just allow this process to unfold for you however it's supposed to. So let go of all the control. As you close your eyes and take a nice deep breath in and a nice breath out. And as I'm tuning in, I want to start by creating this beautiful healing cocoon of light around each and every person here who is listening live, those who will be listening to the replay. Asking each of your guides, source, divine energies to be here with us today and create this beautiful healing space and light around you to guide your healing in whatever form it shows up for you today. Knowing that this healing light is going to work for your highest good. I want you to use all of your senses and the presence of this light surrounding your entire being. Feel the peace and calmness and equilibrium that this light has to offer. As I take you into that 15-dimensional space, opening up the awareness channels along your spine to the 15th dimensional space where you're connected with the universe, where the soul connects to the absolute source of our individual awareness, our individual aliveness. our individual expression. And I'm going to be working within the structure of your soul and making sure that it's stable enough to handle the energies and the scope of the information that comes through for you, for your highest good. And to accept these energies, I want you to say out loud, I accept.
I accept.
Let's dive into the karmic grid for all of you as a collective. And as I take a look at all the imprints that are present, let's go ahead and clear a few strong imprints that are showing up. Clear, cancel, delete is the process we'll use. Everywhere that you're holding on to the imprints of stress, clear, cancel, delete, overwhelm, clear, cancel, delete, lonely, clear, cancel, delete, miserable, clear, cancel, delete, abandoned, clear, cancel, delete, neglected, clear, cancel, delete, fear, clear, cancel, delete, frustration, clear, cancel, delete, anger, clear, cancel, delete, doubt, clear, cancel, delete, unworthiness, clear, cancel, delete, undeservedness, clear, cancel, delete, blame, clear, cancel, delete, guilt and shame, clear, cancel, delete. Doubt seems to come up very strong. Whether it's doubt within yourself, doubt within our systems, doubt in God, wherever your doubts are, let's clear those imprints. Breathe gently and easily as these imprints are clearing in the present moment. Maybe you have some pain or aches or discomforts in your body. See if it's releasing that. Notice what you are sensing in your body, your mind, your energy systems as the cells are awakening and releasing all these imprints. And if you don't notice or sense anything, that's okay too. Just allow yourself to open up and let go of the expectations. And you will see and feel so much lighter, calmer, expansive. As you continue clearing for the next 24 hours, I want you to watch your life flourish in mystical ways, bringing in new possibilities, bringing in new relationships, new health, new wealth, in whatever form it may come. Let's activate that karmic grid and bring in the frequencies of love, peace, and joy every moment of your being. Take a nice deep breath in and a nice breath out, and you can open your eyes gently and easily.
Beautiful.
And notice how transformative that was for you.
That was Deeple. I thank you with the greatest of gratitude because I'm feeling like I'm being given a chance to actually rest, to just
Yeah.
let go of being so engaged and just and be me.
Yeah. Thank you.
It's awesome.
How about you guys?
I was definitely feeling some things being released, like strange bubbles popping in my ribs, which I've never felt before. That was different. And also feeling some shifts actually in my heart chakra, feeling actual like things moving and transforming there as well, and seeing it. It's beautiful because I know I carry a lot of weight around my heart, a lot of, disappointment and things like that. So I really I'm grateful. Thank you. It feels so much better.
Good. I love it.
Yeah, I felt shifted. So I felt shift in my actual body. So that's kind of nice. It's
Good.
much unwinding.
Of course, I go a lot deeper because, like I said, karma there's accumulated a lot in present and future. And when you tap into all of these different areas, you can really release a lot of stuff that you've been holding on to. And so it gets really intense for those who have had these sessions with me. They're usually 30-minute sessions, but they're quite powerful. So yeah, it's pretty
cool.
amazing.
Very nice. Well, we loved your sample. It was such a wonderful time, like you said, just before that eclipse tomorrow. So awesome. Awesome.
Powerful time. I love that 2 of our viewers both felt shifting in their spines.
Yeah.
I think that's so, and Kira felt heart palpitations, but I felt a little fluttering in my chest as well. That's really cool.
Yeah, just imagine how much heart energy we're holding on to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And especially with all the grief and loss that's been happening, whether it's within our families or extended family or even in the world.
Right.
We feel that because we as human beings are compassionate. We have that compassion, whether or not we know people. That's why for so many of us as sensitive souls, light workers, healers, it's so difficult to even listen to the news, right? Or watch all these series where, there's killings and movies that have all this shooting. It's very tough. And so, I highly recommend, of course, make sure when you are watching these things to let go, not get emotionally attached into it.
Right.
Right? We get emotionally attached, right? When do you start crying in a movie, right? Because we become emotionally attached to it.
Right.
And it's hard, I know, but it takes practice.
Yeah, because we invest ourselves in it.
Yeah.
It becomes a part of us when we're watching it and observing it and taking it in. But I think the thing that I find, and I know that a lot of us have realized this more and more, that our awareness of the oneness, of all, the awareness of how everything on this earth, everything in the cosmos is an aspect of us. And as we see a large amount of souls graduating at this time, it does take us into a bigger shift because those are aspects of us that are graduating. Those are parts of us that have moved on to the next journey, so that for us is a really big, powerful way of being able to transmute and transform. But it does bring on a lot of sense of loss, sense of fear, facing our mortality, as the human aspect, but being able to honor the soul aspect as well, and knowing that our journey just moves into another level. But yeah, when these things happen, when we see large amounts of souls graduating, it tends to really hit us hard in reevaluating ourselves and our lives and what we prioritize. So I think that that's been a really big thing for people to be able to sit with lately, especially around the holidays.
Oh, I agree.
So, Deepal, just quickly, if you want to tell us about the global gathering, and note that all the links are in the show notes. I'll just remind everybody, and so you can sign up there. Just give us a quick 411 on those.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you. So this community, the Global Gathering, is not just for spiritual seekers, but all who wish to attend. It's an online platform that offers conscious awakenings and transformations for all who participate. The power of the collective is so magnificent when we all can gather as many people as possible to come together and heal not only ourselves, but what's going on in our lives and the planet. What if there's a place where you can get away away from your stress, away from your worries, just for an hour and a half, right? What would that feel like? We live in too much stress nowadays, and we need an outlet. And so many people are looking for a spiritual community. And that's why I made the Global Gathering a free monthly online healing community where people from all over the world can come together to heal whatever's going on in their lives. Within this platform, you will come to see that there's 6 to 8 spiritual activists, thought leaders, healers, vocalists, poets, astrologers, and we come together every month. There's a different one every month. And we come together to provide an hour and a half of service and healings to whomever wishes to receive it. So it's not a summit, it's not interview style. There are no questions and answers. It's all healing, one right after another. It's an abundance of healing. So it is all Zoom, and it is a webinar. There is nothing like this platform anywhere, and it's time to bring all of our energies together and dive deeper into the frequencies that are being offered, because each healer that comes, each person that comes on this platform has something different to offer and something spectacular to offer, along with their free gifts at the end. So that's always fun too. So we bring this webinar in a webinar form, and you can register at ananda4life.com/global gathering. The next global gathering is happening Tuesday. So how cool is December 15th at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. And once you join us, trust me, it's going to be the most unbelievable experience that you've ever had. So just go to, again, ananda4life.com/global gathering.
Awesome.
Amazing.
And Bex has one more question.
One more big question, yes. So if you had to choose a song to be the theme song of your life, what would it be?
So I've always loved this song ever since I found it, and it's called Celebrate Your Life. And I've played it at all of my retreats. And one of the sentences that I really love in there, now this song was written by Hillary Bernstein, and it's just an amazing, amazing feeling that comes over you when you listen to it. Here's one of the clips, the lyrics. We'll be the ones that make the world unite. So clap like you mean it. Let's make some noise. Rise like a phoenix to the open skies, and let's celebrate your life.
That's beautiful.
Wow.
Yes.
Great choice. I love that. Thank you for sharing.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you so much for coming on today. This has been so amazing. Thank you for showing up and being of service in the way that you are, and doing what, serves so many people and is really healing so many in the collective and, universally. Like, you are greatly appreciated, and we really, really, truly love having you on. So we hope to have you on again at some point when you're not busy all the time. I know that your schedule is crazy, but you are amazing, and we really, really appreciate you. So thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you to all of you, and namaste.
I have just a couple of announcements. The first one is the winner of last week's Share It Out was Lynn Marie, and you won with Rhonda, so congratulations. And whoever shares out the most this week will get a reading with me, intuitive reading, a short 3-card intuitive reading, which is super fun. And we also want you to know that tomorrow night at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific, Rhonda, Teresa, and I will be live on Spirit Sessions, YouTube and Facebook and Periscope, pulling cards. We are doing it for this amazing low price, the 3 of us for one low price for $22.22 US. And we're just, it's our super we called it our Cyber Monday discount, but we decided to keep it going for the whole month. So it's our Cyber December discount. And we're having so much fun doing it. We each show up with an aspect. Rhonda shows up with, or Teresa shows up with strength. I show up with heart, and Rhonda shows up with, was it challenge? Moving forward, yeah. So we all show up with different aspects, and these have been really powerful readings that we've been able to bring through. And they always tell such a story. Different. We don't know what the other person's going to pull, and they always go together. It's always like a progression. You can't make it up. It is. It's so cool, and we have so much fun doing it. So if you'd like to pre-book your reading for tomorrow, first come, first serve. So if you want to pre-book, the link is the link in our.
It will be in.
Okay, it will be
on our page shortly.
Right. Okay, so yeah, you can pre-book on our page. We'll have the PayPal link there, and we look forward to hanging out with you guys tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific, and readings you do not want to miss. So I think that's it for our announcements. Okay, perfect. Have a beautiful week. We love you guys so much. And who do we have next week? Oh, the Muses.
Yes, the Muses.
Oh.
Yeah, there'll be lots of us
powerful.
on. There'll be 7 of us on.
Yeah,
The Seven Sisters. We're doing it.
out.
Yeah, I think we'll be pulling cards that week too. We
That would
talked
be
about
awesome.
it. Anyways, we'll be chit-chatting about the whole world and that. So it'll be fun. So
Yeah.
thank you again, Nicole. And please sign up for a global gathering. I'm going to be
Yes.
there. I'm going to strive to be there. So it'll be fun. It'll be fun. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Bye-bye, guys.
Thank you. Namaste.